welcome to another green marble crochet tutorial. For this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make my Halloween costume for this year, which is Tinkerbell, using this beautiful green mondial, perfect colour for Tinkerbell, and a 3.5mm hook. So yes, there's not a lot I can tell you at this point about this design. It's going to be pretty experimental, sort of based off some previous designs, but yeah, more than usual making it up as we go along. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Yes, alright. So if you haven't subscribed but you would like to subscribe to join me for some more tutorials, I would love to have you join me. Big thank you to all my patrons. Thank you for your support and thank you for believing in my channel. Also thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for being here with me. And thank you for all your lovely comments. I love to read them. Also, if you need help with anything, leave a comment in the comments below or send me an email, or the quickest way that you can get a hold of me is on Instagram. So send me a DM through Instagram and I'll be able to help you out much quicker than any other way. So I'm always there for some reason doing something, and yes, that is the fastest way to get a hold of me. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need to say. Very quick intro, which is excellent, and we should just get straight into making this dress. Alright, now we're going to begin this tutorial by making the bikini cups. So to do that, take off the label, and I will show you, oops, ripped it, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you the tiny details so that you can see what we're working with. So, accidentally ripped the label, but it's Anna Mondial, 100% acrylic, so feels like wool to the touch. And we've got these here, so I'm using a 3.5mm hook. So yeah, good, that's what we're working with. If you need more time to look at that, please pause, have a bit more of a look. Alright, so to begin, we're going to, like I said, make the bikini cups. So we make a bikini cup at a time, and they're both exactly the same, so you just make one after the other. But for the second one, you won't be tying off the yarn because you're going to move straight from that to joining the bikini cups and then moving on to the straps as well. So that's something else I like to do, is make dresses or make designs that are continuous and you don't really have to, you know, join any other way. You just continue on through the design. Anyway, let's do this. So to begin, we're going to make a slip knot with the end of our yarn. So making a slip knot, and we're going to adjust the knot to the hook. And what you need to do to make the bikini cup, you need to chain a length that runs from the midsection of your breast to just beneath. So for me, that's going to be, I think, 13 chains. It's 13 chains, so to chain, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, so 13 chains for me. Alright, so there's my 13 chains. Now I am going to chain an extra one because that's going to be the turning chain. So 14 chains. But we're going to be working in half double crochets. So to do that, we're going to be skipping that first chain from the hook. So that 14th chain, we're going to be working into the second chain from the hook. So we yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So we'll do that again. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So you're going to be doing those all the way back down to the beginning of the chain. And once you've gone into every chain, we'll meet back up again and we'll talk about our next step. Okay, now here I am, and I'm at the 13th chain. So what we do when we get to this last chain at the end, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do 1 half double crochet into the chain, 1 half double crochet, then another half double crochet into the chain, followed by a chain of 1, then 2 more half double crochets into the same chain. So 1 and 2. So this is going to be the top of the bikini cup, just here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put, how many have we got? We would have 12 going back down the other end. So we're going to be working into the other side of the chain. So just beneath there, working into the 12 chains all the way back to the other end. So half double crochets should be 12, 1, 2, back to the other end. I'll meet back up with you when we've reached the other end and we'll talk about our next step. Alright, now here I am on my last stitch, so my 12th stitch. So just right into that last stitch at the end, half double crochet, just like that. Alright, now our next step is to chain up 1 and turn the work, and we're going to be putting half double crochets all the way back up this side till we get to the chain 1 in the middle at the top just there. So what do we had, so there should be 14. I think there's 14 going up this, yeah, there should be 14. Yes. For this row, there's going to be 14 on each side. So you'll be working into that first stitch just there. So 1 and 2. But I'll meet you at the top of just here at that chain of 1, and we'll talk about what to do at that point. Alright, now here I am at the top, and I've put in my 14 half double crochets up until that chain of 1. That's just at the top there. So that chain of 1 just there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into that chain of 1. We're going to put 2 half double crochets, so 1 and 2, followed by a chain 1 and another 2 half double crochets. Whoops. Another 2 half double crochets into the chain 1 space. So just like that, just like that. Then you're going to put in your 14 half double crochets back down to the other side of the row, the other side, just like this. And that's how you're going to go, and that's how you're growing the cup size. So you're just going to go to the other end, chain up 1, turn, half double crochets up to the chain space, and now because you're increasing by 2 each side, there'll be 16 half double crochets up the side, and so on, and it will just increase by 2, well really by 4 each row, but by 2 each side every time until the cup is the size that you want it to be. I think for me that's about 10 rows. 10 rows all up, but I'll see how I go. See how I go. So yeah, that's what you do, and that's how we're going to grow the cup sizes. After you've done the first one, you're going to cut the yarn and you're going to put that aside. You're going to repeat the process for the second cup. But like I said, don't cut the yarn of the second cup, don't tie it off, don't do anything, just keep it as is, and we're going to meet back up and we're going to work on joining the cups together and doing some straps. Alright, see you soon. Alright, now here I am, and I've finished both of my bikini cups, so here they are. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get working on joining them and doing the straps. So to do that, what we do is we continue where we left off. So we continue right from our last stitch. So I've done my 10 rows for this bikini cup. And right from the last stitch, I'm going to chain up 1. And I'm going to begin another row. So doing my half double crochets all the way up to the side. All the way up the side. Till I get to the top. Then once we get to the top, we're going to be doing something a little bit different just up here. So I'll meet you at this point and we'll talk about what we're going to do from there. Alright, now here I am at the top and we're going to do the increases again into that chain space of 1 at the top. So 1 and 2 half double crochets. But this time at the top we're going to do a chain of 2. And then into the same space again, 2 half double crochets. So 1 and 2. So holding this up against myself, and I will be trying this on my mannequin or my dress form later to see how it fits, but this would be, so what would this be? This would be my left, so this is the left side, so this is going to be in the middle. this side. So what I'm going to do is counting these top 2 ones that I've done up here. So this is 1, 2, then I'm putting into the next stitch along will be 3. So those top 2 increase ones were 1, 2, then 3, 4, and I'm going to count to 15. So I'll meet you at 15. Alright, now here I am, and I've completed 15 half double crochets down this side, including those top 2 for the increase section. Now into that 15th one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 2, so 1, 2, and put another half double crochet into that 15th chain space. So just like that. Just like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 10 more half double crochets. So starting from the next stitch is 1 and 2. So I'm going to count to 10. Alright, so I've done 10 half double crochets from that last section where we put 2 half double crochets into the same space with a chain of 2. Now at this point I'm going to do the strap. And the strap's going to be quite long, because if all goes according to plan, what's going to happen is the strap's going to crisscross a bit at the front. I'll show you how it all goes once I've done it. But they're also going to be crisscrossing a fair bit at the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 600 at this point. Once it's all done, you'll see what I'm talking about. But at this point, we're chaining 600. So I can't talk properly. Might need some water. Yes, I do. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to chain my 600. So 1, 2, 3. I'll meet you soon and we'll talk about what we're going to do after that. Alright, now here I am and I've chained my massive length of 600. Now I know that seems really long, but trust me, it's going to work out. So what we're going to do next is we're going to skip that first chain from the hook. So skipping the first chain from the hook, we're going to slip stitch all the way back down that 600. Now I know this seems really tedious, but trust me, it's worth it, because like I said, if all goes according to plan, this is going to look really awesome. Yeah, and it won't take that long. So just slip stitch all the way back down that 600. Settle in, watch something on television, watch a movie, listen to an audiobook, do something like that. And this will fly by. It'll be over before you know it. So yeah, I'll meet you once we get back down to the beginning of this 600, and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. And here I am, all the way back down to the beginning of that chain of 600, about to put my last slip stitch into that beginning chain, just like that. And then once I've done that, I'm going to focus my camera, and I'm going to put another half double crochet next to the one that I did into that stitch right before the chain of 600. So another half double crochet just to secure that very long strap. Alright, so there should be 9 remaining half double crochets for this cup. So all the way down, 9 remaining half double crochets. Meet you at this point. Alright, now here I am, and I've done my 9 remaining stitches of this side, and I've angled the camera down so that you can see what we're going to do next. So straight from our last stitch, just here on this side, on this one, we're going to pick up the other cup on this side and make sure they're both facing the same way, or both the right sides facing up. So picking this side up, you're going to go straight into the first stitch going up this side. So put your hook through that. Oh, hang on, make sure the yarn is at a workable angle. So picking up this cup, insert your hook through that first stitch just on this side here. Oh no, wait, we're half double crocheting. So yarn over, insert your hook into this stitch. Then, I know this seems a bit fiddly, but it's going to be okay. Pull through, and you're just half double crocheting the cups together at this point. So just like that. Try and keep it as tight as you possibly can. Alright, so now we've moved on to the next cup, and this is going to be the inside part of the chest. So what you're going to do is, from this first stitch, you're going to count this as 1, and then moving on to the next one will be 2, and then you're going to count to 10. So what have we got? We've got 2, and moving on, try not to get tangled, will be 3 into the next one. So counting to 10. Alright, so here I am, and I've done those 10 stitches up the side there. So I've angled the camera down a little bit more so you can have a better look at where we're at. So there's a strap on that side. So now that we're at this 10th stitch just up the side here, we're going to repeat the 600 chain process. So we're going to chain 600, and we're going to slip stitch back down that 600, and half double crochet again into the same stitch, that 10th stitch. So I'm not going to bore you by taking you through that again. We're just going to go away and we're going to do that separately. Then once we've done that, we'll meet back up and I will show you what we're going to do next.